Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Los Angeles Dodgers.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Just don't be stupid up there. Don't chase balls out of the zone. Move guys along when the situation calls for it. Play the game.
Clayton Kershaw will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
Assignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, man, one of the most versatile players in the game is Justin Turner. Can play any of the infield positions, and he's going to play them well. One of those types of guys that you're not going to look at and say, wow, he's real fluid or real smooth, any of those sorts of things. But he gets the job done, and he gets it done well.
Ben Revere is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 107.
Kershaw into the windup. Coming at him with the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. And this is popped high in the air toward the left side. Turner is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second.
Oh, man, would he like to have that swing back. I mean, he just missed hammering this ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. He's not going to be happy about that one because even he thought he was right on it.
Striding into the box, Anthony Rendon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Hard hit ball to second. And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
Yeah, that's a nice job right there. After the pop-up to start the ball game, he's sitting all over this one. And they'll have their first base runner here with 1 away.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Here's a spot where he's probably looking for something hard again. But instead they change up on him, get him out in front a little, and all he can do is pop it straight up.
Ryan Zimmerman set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he'll get back in safely.
Just checking.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to short. He'll go the short way to Kendrick at second, and that'll be that. 1 left for Washington, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
I think you really have to be patient in this one. Work the count, take some pitches, and then put the ball in play. I think you're going to have to try to manufacture runs 1 base hit at a time.
Max Scherzer gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the Division Series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, we talk about the top catchers in the game. We talk about Molina, Posey, but Wilson Ramos, he does a lot of things really well. Very quick feet behind that plate, allows for him to get into a good throwing position, kind of.
Howie Kendrick is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Well, he's not letting them get a gauge on anything here on those first 3 pitches. He saw a slider, a fastball, then a big curveball. Now he's set up for almost anything on a 1-2 pitch.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Harper on the run. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, left fielder, Carl Crawford.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And here comes the speedy Carl Crawford. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Revere going back. Gone! It's a solo shot for Carl Crawford. His first homer here in the series. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
And a good swing right there gets them the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the first. And we always talk about the importance of getting off to a fast start, so you can be sure they're pretty happy about this one.
Here's Adrian now.
First baseman, Adrian.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
The windup and the 0-1. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, man, that's just digging that front shoulder down and then whipping that bat through the zone and just hammering it into right field. Those are the kind of balls that if you get a little bit of lift on it, maybe some backspin, that could wind up sailing right out of the ballpark.
Here's Corey Seager. There goes the runner. Into the seats, 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt or they're going to keep seeing it.
0-2 count and the pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Batting fifth.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner.
Justin Turner.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
That's a nice comeback there after the home run. Sometimes the home crowd gets a little amped up, so you start to rush a little out there and make things worse. But he's able to bounce back and get him to chase one here with 2 strikes.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
3 runs already home here. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On to the second now at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers lead this one 3-0. Leading off the inning, Jason Worth, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Kershaw looks in. First pitch on the way. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Under it now is Ethier. 1 away.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Settling in now, Daniel Murphy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Flipped out the other way towards short, but right at the shortstop for the second out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Wilson Ramos into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
2 out, nobody on. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Well, I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
1-1. Here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Squared that one up just a little late. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Nationals nothing. Off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First delivery to him on the way. And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball one. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
Hit to first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And this is what he's got to do out there. Just focus on the task ahead. It'd be easy to go into a shell after giving up those 2 home runs in the first inning, but he knows they're counting on him to give him a few more innings, so he'll need to respond.
Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
1 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. One and two now as this catches the outer half. Popped high in the air. Ramos waits on it. 2 gone.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. You know, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Into the box now, Clayton Kershaw. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
2-0 count, and the pitch. 3-0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
2 out, nobody on. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, definitely taken there. May very well take another.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Thing has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no, they can't get there. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3 and 2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping the hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Back to the top of the order now. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Two out with the man at first. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for L.A., but they're on top by a count of 3-0. We welcome you back on a sunny day here in Los Angeles, set to start the 3rd inning in this one. Danny Espinosa is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Danny Espinosa.
Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Well, I'll tell you, nothing comes easy when this guy's out there on the mound. Those are 2 perfect pitches on the outside corner.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Hit hard down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. And another foul ball. Got him.
That was quite a nice little battle as we check out the sequence of pitches here. It was a 6th pitch at bat. And as you watch this, you'll see that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. He was able to keep the at-bat alive by fighting off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches. But in the end, finally put away on that pitch right there, 1-2.
Into the box, Max Scherzer. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that.
Here's Ben Revere. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Kershaw comes set. Here it comes on 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder. Runner at first here, one man out. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike two.
Boy, that curve of his is so darn tough, especially right on the heels of that fastball. It's 20 miles an hour slower, and it dips down hard at the end.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Runners are at first and second with one away. And here's a ball hit in the air. Crawford is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are two men out.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. Kendricks got it. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from game one after this. Carl Crawford will come forward to lead things off here for the Dodgers, with Adrian Gonzalez due to hit next.
Carl Crawford.
Into the windup and the pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. That's wide, 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you've got this guy on deck.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, not what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
Adrian Gonzalez strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. On at first is a stolen base threat in Crawford, nobody out. And there's a swing and a miss as Adrian finds himself in an 0-2 hole now. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. The location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Scherzer will check at first, and a dive, but he's back. Here's Corey Seager as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, and with it the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Standing in now, Justin Turner.
Justin Turner.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is line to left. Worth is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. And he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Again, he sends it out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Zimmerman has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in Southern California, and the lead is now 5-0. Leading off the inning, Ryan Zimmerman, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Kershaw gets the sign. We'll try to put him away here on 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And this is swung on and missed by Zimmerman as he set down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Jason Worth. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Ranging back is Ethier. Still going back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo home run for Jason Worth. His first homer here in the series. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Oh, and you know what? I think he had a real shot at this one in right field. Let's check it out. This doesn't make it over by much, and I think he may have mistimed his jump just a little bit, and it winds up sneaking over the wall for a homer.
Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Second baseman, Daniel
As he'll take a look at ball 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. And the count will be full. Full count, here it comes. Hit hard to short. Backhanded. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Stepping in, Wilson Ramos. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Crawford. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 for the Nationals, and it comes on this home run by Jason Worth. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Nats 1. Kike Hernandez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And now on the mound after the leadoff walk, you put yourself in a situation where you're going to give these guys a good chance to get that run right back. I mean, here's where he'll need to try to get the next guy to hit something on the ground.
Yasmani Grandal in now, popped out in his first trip. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Now Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. You see anything mechanically that leaps out at you about what might be going wrong?
I just kind of think he's overthinking things out there. You hear catchers talk about telling pitchers to trust their stuff, and I think right now he's just not trusting his stuff.
And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
It seems like very little has gone his way this entire start, and this is going to add to his misery as that will be scored a wild pitch.
Two-one, here it is. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and reined in, one away.
The pitcher, number 22, Clayton Kershaw.
The pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
5 runs on only 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Still 2-2. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the runner on second base. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Well, you know he wanted that pitch out there on the mound. I think it was probably a strike, but it doesn't really matter now. You have to let that pitch go, just forget about it, and concentrate on the next one.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager, and the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. So he'll depart early here this afternoon as he just never got into any kind of groove out there. Bronson Arroyo is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Howie Kendrick will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Now the double steal is on here. Here's his swing and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. I'm set with the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Revere is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Carl Crawford.
Carl Crawford gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Tap foul at home plate. 2 down, runners at first and second. And 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Now this needs to be a strike here on 2-2, because if not, now all of a sudden the runners are off with the next pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounded to the right. Played on the backhand. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Never an easy play right there. Just trying to hit your pitcher in stride when you know it's going to be a close play at the bag. And this time the flip comes up just a little too late, and that's an infield single.
Here's Adrian now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
And this is a spot where you got a chance to put away a team early. So this becomes a very important at-bat for both teams.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Swing, and he pops him up. And this should get him out of it. Zimmerman is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Dodgers leave them loaded. They're up 5-1. Leading off the inning, Danny Espinoza, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Kershaw's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. To 2-2 now.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, right now, that fastball has been so good, he really hasn't needed any of his secondary pitches. Another good heater there.
Clint Robinson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 25, Clint Robinson.
Out in front of it, strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
Down and away, ball 1. in for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Beaten into the ground over to first. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
For the Nationals, center fielder, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Ethier going back on it to the track. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Nationals gone in order. They're down here 5-1. Yusmeiro Petit is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Corey Seager stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Grounded foul. The 0-1 delivery. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, I know that instantly everyone's going to start pointing fingers out there, but when you're facing a guy like this, as a pitcher, you have to be allowed to work inside. Well, that'll hurt a bit, but it's just part of the game you have to live with.
Justin Turner will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
Here comes the first pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Working away pretty much exclusively here so far.
And I don't think they're doing it to set up anything on the inside part of the plate. I doubt they're going to give him anything to pull.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Hit hard on the ground to second. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
right fielder number
Well, I think he had a bit of a lapse in concentration to that last guy. But no such problems here. This is a perfect pitch with a runner on first base as he gets him to bounce right into the double play.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Two and 0. And he finds the black here with a curveball. 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Nats 1. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Baseman number 6, Anthony Rendon.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
This is skied into short left center. Crawford has it in his tracks. 1 out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Bryce Harper will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Bounce to first. Gonzalez has got it. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
Ryan Zimmerman ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, a nice job there to get on base with a 2-out single. When you're facing a guy that's getting up there in pitches, this can be important because instead of being out of the inning, if he's forced to make 10 pitches or so after this, he might be out of this game.
Jason Worth comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Rounded down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
And just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Daniel Murphy stands in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
Here comes the 1-0. Chopped foul right at home plate. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and Crawford guns him down. He's out at home plate. Nats leave a pair. They're down 5-1. Kike Hernandez gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Center fielder, Kike Hernandez.
This is hit on the ground, but foul. The 0-1 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 1-2, here it comes. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
The pitcher, number 22, Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
He's set. Here it comes. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Espinosa back to Murphy, not in time, and they'll get just the 1 out.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's by just way too hard. So that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the seventh here in Game 1. The Dodgers lead it 5-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Seventh inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Wilson Ramos is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That man right there opting to stay with his starter as we start the 7th inning.
And with his pitch count where it is right now, it wouldn't surprise me if they call it an afternoon after this inning.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 1 out. And that's how you want to start an inning when you're already over 90 pitches for the ball game.
Digging in, Danny Espinoza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
No reason not to go for broke now. What do you got to lose?
Three and one now. And it's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Kershaw has been strong thus far. Just 1 run through 6 1/3. Grounded to third. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Well, only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff, keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
Trey Turner will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Trey Turner.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Big, slow breaking ball. One that drops in for a strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ethier's there. And that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down here 5-1. Oliver Perez will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Oliver Perez.
Carl Crawford will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Harper, still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Thank goodness. This is just the second pitch that's coming on, and I guarantee you he was not looking to put it there. This is right in the wheelhouse, and he just didn't miss that one.
Now batting number 23. First baseman, Adrian.
Here's Adrian
Gonzalez.
now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here it comes on 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's the way you want to see guys respond after giving up a home run. You know, some guys, they go into a shell, they hang their heads. Some guys get a little gun shy, they start to nibble at the corners. This guy, he gets teed up, and he comes right after the next guy in the lineup. If I'm a pitching coach, that's what I want to see.
Corey Seager will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Perez with a good fastball there to start the at-bat. No balls and a strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, this is how you bounce back from giving up a home run. Back-to-back strikeouts. As a pitcher, you've got to have a short memory out there, and he looks like he's come back from that one in pretty good shape.
In now, Justin Turner. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And a good pitch, but it misses here, and that moves the count back to even on the Dodger third baseman, 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. The Dodgers get one courtesy of Carl Crawford. We'll march on to the 8th, and this is now a 6-1. Ben Revere will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sinking line drive out to right center, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Now you could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as this is grounded foul off to the left. It's strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Ready with the 1-2. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you he's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
Set to deal on 2-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Bryce Harper will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Down and away, ball 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
One pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now a snap throw to first. Back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Runners on first with 1 down. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. But the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Right side hit hard. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Ryan Zimmerman digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Here it is. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Flip of his glove for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Andre Ethier leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium.
Right fielder, Andre Ethier.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Right side. Murphy with a dive. The throw. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit. Well, this is certainly not good here. He's really holding on to his arm, and I think it appears to be fairly serious. Pretty sure we're not going to see him in action for a while, unfortunately. Stephen Drew is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Number 10, Stephen Drew.
Kike Hernandez stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
From the stretch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. No outs, nobody on. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Plenty of home runs to go around so far as you see the elevated totals there. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
Felipe Rivero will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Rivera.
Clayton Kershaw will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's Howie Kendrick as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, this is a tough way to help your on-base percentage out as a leadoff hitter, but he's on base here regardless.
Here's Carl Crawford now, as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. Here's Kendrick rounding third on his way to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. And the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Adrian Gonzalez will have another go. He struck out looking his last time.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Another good inning here for the Dodgers. Hey, not everybody leaves early. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Jason Worth will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
2-0 count. Here it comes. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Gonzalez is there. 1 away.
Now batting.
2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, They've been the better team.
Stephen Drew stands in. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Wilson Ramos will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Here's the first pitch to him. Bounced foul off to the right near Davey Lopes, a former Gold Glover himself in the first base coaching box. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Heading out towards shallow right. Ethier shading to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Danny Espinoza will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And that's in there for strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. The 0-1 on its way. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this full team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken their first step as they claim game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 9-1. So long from Southern California.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the victorious Dodgers. 9 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Nationals, 1 run on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Clayton Kershaw. The loss goes to Max Scherzer. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.